There's a book there. I'll get it. I'll get it. Good evening to one and all present here. I'm Miss Aditya Toastmaster Ishra, and I welcome you all to meeting number 326 of the Amrita Toastmasters Club. Here, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we begin our 326 thing, I request everyone to please keep their mobile switched off or on mute. Also, a disclaimer: discussion of sex, religion, and politics is prohibited in adherence to the Toastmasters International, and any mentions of the institution is also prohibited. Kindly try to use formal language and refrain from swearing or using offensive language during the meeting. I would like to remind everyone to not indulge in crosstalk and to refrain from moving around while the speaker is on stage. If you have to move or leave the room, please wait until the speaker has finished speaking so that we can minimize any disruptions. Additionally, speakers are requested to note that there will be time disqualifications if they exceed the time limits for their speeches. And just a reminder, voting and suggestion forms will be sent at the end of each meeting, so please ensure that it will be filled. I would like to now hand over control to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Sean.
This welcome to meeting number 326. This is our last meeting of the year. And in Toastmasters terms, we have two terms. That is the first 6 months and the second 6 months. So when I said term, I meant the Toastmasters term of semester. We have one prepared speech today by Toastmaster Kalyan. We also have an evaluation of data topics. So the theme for today is growth, as chosen by Toastmaster Passion for the season with the session. I'd like to take a moment to introduce the guests. Right? So I'll just point at him to say to have your name, which your branch, your branch. Whereas it's first. What is the game? This? The original answer that is good. Let's say. Let's see. What do you have? Any questions? Questions. What do I ask?
Make a close.
Tell the question. What is this? Some things. Doesn't relate much, okay. Your name, your branch here, and your house business.
Good evening. My name is Shreya Sachi, the Electronics and Communications Department. I am new to this Toastmasters Club. I just came to here. And my business is just like any other new.
Hi, my name is Shruti. I'm from PC department, second year. I'm also in this club. I just came today, and my business is
Okay. Chocolate is very weak on so those are the business opportunities. Frustrations.
I'm not listening. No. So, it's too hard, right? It's first, mine is not very well. I rather it's probably not very What? What? This is what's supposed to be. Oh, no. It's so relating to the people of Gurdwara, myself, Srinagar, we have India's first in law of meetings lately, and if I'm asking you today about my experience, it wasn't the much elaborate, but the only interesting part about it was my friend sharing his comedy school. So yeah, it was. Yes, I'm a music department first year. So about my Christmas, it's the same. We both have a different. He prepares cakes, I mean the cupcakes, and just the typical way. Wine is included. It was the best part. I don't think there's a first day I'm pretty good. It's freaking here for sure. And you joined us. You could just introduce yourself, just where your name, which your department, and how was your Christmas? So, the guy, second year, I was still partner. Christmas, we spent it in the college itself. So we had a cake cutting in the canteen. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So the Christian part of the spring burger is from spring part of the canteen to market. So my Christmas, as everyone say, it came Spanish season. So we had a small cake cutting in our room. We had a small say, engagement in canteen. That's it. This is our year I spent it in no, last year I spent it in Hong Kong, this year I spent it in Pakistan. I have a point where I school, so I went to the rest of the time, it's really nice to meet. Thank you all for attending the last reading of the year. Before I move on, I look forward to seeing all of your participation. Then we did. And if you did miss the essays and we do not try to give any insulting remarks against you personally. When you come up on stage, make sure when someone comes up on stage, make sure to laugh for them. And when there's someone on stage and you're coming up on stage, just make sure to shake their hands. All right? All good? Yeah. Okay. With that, I'd like to hand over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and here. I'm Toastmaster Veda and your general evaluator for the day. Now, today's theme, toast. So it's got me thinking. It's the first time I have seen toast in the Toastmasters club. So for all these years, I thought that the toast in Toastmasters club was just the way you give a toast to someone, you're always appreciating them and you give a toast in honor of someone. So that is what I thought the toast was about. Today, I hope to see everybody's perspective according to the questions given by the table topics master on their view about toast in Toastmasters club. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with my role as a general evaluator, my role is to assess the meeting's flow and how it is structured and how we all align with the spirit of Toastmasters. So, like a good piece of toast, each meeting needs balance. We have jokes, we have criticism, we have motivation, we have innovation, and much more. So, to help me with assessing today's meeting, I have my tag team with me that comprises of the timer, our counter, and the melody. I now invite our timer, Toastmaster Lishka, on stage. Thank you, Toastmaster Veda. So, hello everyone. I am the timer today, and the role of timer is pretty straightforward. I time the speeches and ensure that you don't go beyond the limits, and if you do, I get the key. So, the timing criteria by Toastmasters is to ensure that we all get our points and thoughts out within the given time minute. And today, I will be timing you all based on the following criteria. For the table topic sections, I will be showing the green card at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. The table topics ranges from 1 to 2 minutes, and you will be given a buffer time of 30 seconds, beyond which, if you go, you will be time disqualified. Next up, we have project speeches. The project speeches range from 5 to 7 minutes. I will be showing the green card at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. Again, a buffer time of 30 seconds. Finally, we have the individual evaluations, which range from 2 to 3 minutes. The green card will be shown at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and finally the red card at 3 minutes, again a buffer time of 30 seconds. I hope none of you all get time disqualified today. Back to 10. Thank you, timer, Toastmaster Isha. I now invite the second member of our tag team, Toastmaster Harileya, the our counter for today. So, hello, I'm Toastmaster Harileya. So, the role of our counter is to count the number of words, so like sort of connecting words. When we're starting taking down the number of times we use such words in as the cases. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Harileya. I finally invite our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Harsh. Good evening, everyone. I am grammarian for the day. So I will be listening to all of the speeches and I will be giving mention to all good and bad aspects of grammar and today's speeches. I will be noting them all down and giving you a summary and a question. It is also my job to introduce the word of the day. Today's word of the day is idiosyncratic, which means we or stick to a certain person. Using it in a sentence, I would say very star-shaped, means that person's character. Yeah, and you're all encouraged to use the word in your speeches. Anyone who comes up with speech needs to try to use it. If you do, you will get a shot. Thank you, tag team. Moving on, we will now be going into our speech session. Firstly, we have our first speech for the day, and it is by Toastmaster Kalyani. And before I invite her on stage, I invite her individual evaluator, Toastmaster Kanu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Veda. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I am the individual evaluator for Toastmaster Kalyani, and she is doing level 1 project. So let me brief on level 1 project 4. So it is one of the longest projects in level 1, and it consists of 3 parts. The first part is giving a speech, and after the speech, the evaluator will evaluate the person. And the second part is doing the speech again, but with the feedback something. And the third part of the project is evaluate another part. So Toastmaster Kalyani is now doing part 2, which is doing a speech, delivering a speech with the feedback center. So looking forward to your speech session. Always.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. I now invite Toastmaster Kalyani. The icebreaker experience, Toastmaster Kalyani. Toastmaster Kalyani, the icebreaker experience.
So, amidst the busiest days of my first sem. No, I am not being sarcastic about the busy schedule. On a random evening in November 2023, I decided to join Toastmasters. You are bad at multitasking. You should not join Toastmasters. This is what my parents told me before I told them about the. At a point, joining Toastmasters gave me an existential crisis because a lot of people gave me mixed opinions about joining a club in my first sem. But right now, standing here, giving my L&D forward, I know this is the best decision that I've made after coming to college. Because this is the place which makes me feel like myself all over. So now I have a question to all the guests and Toastmasters present. Have you ever given a speech before and wondered that would it have a lasting impression on me for a lifetime? Anybody? If you have, then raise your hands. Both guests and Toastmasters. Okay, so if it was a good one, can you raise your hands? Okay, so I have a lot of people who have similar experience. Like them, mine was also a very bad experience, and it still haunts me till today. So, a week before my first semester exams, I was asked to do my ice cream speech. And I thought of postponing it because I didn't have the script ready. And I didn't want to rush up the script preparation and mess up my speech. So I talked to my mentor, Toastmaster Roshni, and I told her I postpone it to next year, that is in January 2026. But she asked me, how many times have you postponed it? We honest said postponed my speech for like 3 or 4 weeks. So I was a month. There you go. So I had to choose a date which was pretty crammed up with project evaluations, tests, and assignments. And that was the birth of the for me. Moving on to 30 to 40 minutes before delivering my speech. I had my CPS project evaluation, which I had to prepare alongside with my speech, my icebreaker speech. Okay, so there's some good news in the speech. I did very well in my CPS presentation and I got an 8 out of 10. Now, to all the new members present here and all the guests, we used to have our meetings in academic block. So I had my presentation in the academic block fully, to be precise, ground floor. And from there to academic block, I was just constantly trying to go through all the points that I had in my speech. So I did this till I reached the meeting room 4. And I was just in time for the meeting as the meeting was so sad. So today's usually in a meeting we have 2 prepared speakers, and I was the second prepared speaker of the day, and the first prepared speaker was Toastmaster Aryan. After hearing his speech, I forgot 40 to 50% of the script. And by that time, the general evaluator called me on stage. I lost all confidence that I would do my speech, and I'm supposed to have a title for my speech prepared at least a day or so before. And as I got on stage, the general evaluator asked me, Kavyani, what's the speech title? I was just staring at her blank. I forgot. So I just made something up and I presented my speech for the sake of presenting it because I blanked out so much in between. So after the meeting got over, many Toastmasters comforted me, saying that, don't worry, Kalyani, a day would come that all of you, a day would come that you would improve in such a way that you would be giving a speech on your icebreaker experience. So now I have a question again to the guests in Toastmasters. According to you, why do we have embarrassing moments in it? Any one of you? Okay, that's somewhat the answer. That's your view, but according to my viewpoint, we have embarrassing moments in life. It leads us to deep confusion and shame. It is our choice to sit and sulk for the rest of our life about it, or we can move forward, improve very well. As in for my case, I could have just with Toastmasters as a whole, I could have stopped public speaking, but I chose to improve. And right now, as I'm giving my L1 I have improved in a lot of ways that I thought I would never improve as I gave my eyes to the speech. Why would life throw us embarrassing situations or bad moments if we weren't people? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master Kalyan. That wonderful speech. We will now be moving on to a very interesting part of our Toastmaster meeting today, that is the table topic session. So our table topics master will choose any of us from this room and give us a topic to talk about for a span of 1 to 2 minutes. I now, before calling our Toastmaster, table topics master on stage, I call her individual evaluator, Toastmaster Kalyani, to explain the table topics master's project.
So Toastmasters Roshni will be doing a table topic session at start of her two. That is active listening. So I will be taking note if she would be giving short affirming statements after each table topic speaker completes their speech and indicating that she heard and understood each speaker. And the purpose of this project is for the member to demonstrate their ability to listen to what others.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. I now invite our table topics master, Toastmaster Subhashri on screen. Good evening, everyone. I am Roshni and I am your table topics master for today. So before I delve into explaining the theme, does anyone think that yes, no table topics? Not you. Anyone was new? New? Okay. And you have an idea of what it is? Okay. So table topics is going to be an impromptu speech. I will invite one of you on stage. You're allowed to volunteer, but if nobody volunteers, I will start picking people. So try it out. It's a very fun environment. You don't have to be stressed about whether you're going to fumble on stage. But you will come on stage. I will give you a topic. Today's topics are very simple. By the way, they're not anything complicated. Just speak your mind. Just give you a topic. You won't be given time to think. And you have to speak about it from 1 to 2 minutes. You're going to speak about the topic for a max of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which will be needed on the speech in a nice way. So today's theme is toasts. Now there are a lot of popular toast options, right? We have the very famous avocado toast. It used to be something that was idiosyncratic, very valuable, very internet popular and Instagrammable. Then we have classics like Singapore Sky Toast, and we have, I think a lot of us might have had French toast, right? Also, this seems very weird, right? Because that is not what the theme is. I did not mean toast, like the actual eating toast. So I want to make the theme toast and brand people better, but Anand just asked me, World Toastmaster Anand, who is the deputy here and makes up beautiful posters, asked me toast, like twice. So I said, okay, go for toasts. Because that is what the theme is about, toasts. Toastmaster is about, being able to immediately. So why is it called Toastmasters, right? It's because you're honing your public speaking ability. You should, let's say you are at an event and they ask you to toast to the guest of honor. You should be able to do it on your own, instantly, without preparation. And well, that is what Toastmasters, the toast to Toastmasters. The toast today is about toasting to the new year, toasting to the year that we just got, that we managed to get through all the hardships. And so it's about celebration, honor, giving thanks, and looking forward. So with that, I'd like to begin with the table topics. So first off, just to give everyone an idea, I'd like to call upon a Toastmaster, Toastmaster Sean. Yes, do not worry. This is the hardest topic I have. What situation made you realize that you have grown as a person?
Like, without its album that. What situations? Not a lot of situations. I've been a few years ago, I probably wouldn't have said this, I probably wouldn't have done this. If anything, being a president sort of made it mean like, okay, I have the entire club behind me, I have the entire responsibility of the club. Everything I do reflects on my club, so I have to sort of grow up a bit. And then, sorry, the way I approach situations, not going to mention any specifics, the way I approach situations after being a president is very drastically different from how I did before. I was more of like, yeah, was more of, I was very free. Like, I didn't have much responsibilities and so on. I just did whatever I wanted to do. And after becoming the president, it's always been like, I could do it, but at the same time, it also reflect on which it tells you a lot about responsibility, weight of responsibility. When you take up a role, you should be aware of all the challenges, everything that's associated with it, because it all comes back around. Like I believe in karma, and everything you say and do will one day come down to you. And he would prove so that everything happens to you. So that's about it. Start with your
Thank you for that response, Sean. And I think that is something that explains what the leadership position is all about. Very often, let's say you're in a team and these people take up the leadership position just because they want to have power and they don't end up having the responsibility to back it up. But Toastmaster Sean, as the president, has always been very responsible and just done his best for the club. So, round of applause for the president. Now, do we have any guests ready to volunteer for the topic? Okay. What is your favorite experience there?
favorite experience of the year. My favorite experience of the year was all arguably trying to this college. People might take it in sarcastic humor. Even I did not expect the way it would turn out to be. First 2 days were really fun. We had our and, orientation session. Okay, that wasn't the fun part. People giving the advice they want to always not okay, right? But we had a music session where one of our professors, Professor Swaraj, played the flute, played different songs on the flute for almost 1 hour straight. That was really interesting to enjoy, especially within the first week. And then he then went on to show off his memory skills. That was really memorable. So yeah, that was one of the most memorable experiences this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your memorable experience. And I'm glad that joining the college is very positive and you will be here for the next 3 years, right? So hope you have a great time at college and hope the next year is good. That's all. Anyone? Yes. Sure. Your name? Finished. What is the saddest piece of media that you have consumed this year?
Saddest part of media that's
It can be movies, books, anything. Whatever you get.
it can be mixed. So it's supposed to told me, Ganesh, said already. So let me tell you the secret. Actually, the saddest part is the ECPs. See, I thought it would be interesting and I joined it. And I asked my parents to buy all those books for semester room. All my friends are using Starlight books. I thought, no, I'm gonna study so hard and buy all those books. When I opened those, I thought, okay, this is the saddest part that I can't even digest. Okay, so I thought, then somehow I managed to overcome that field of whatever you call breakup or whatever it is. I just came through with my friends. We all gathered together, and finally we all got a good sleep, SGP at this first. Right? So yes, now it got a very good end. I mean, a happy ending. So that's how my saddest part of the media of this year went. And another was I went to the CTC. I mean, Coimbatore Toastmasters. I don't know how you know that. So there also I was told to give table topics. So I was the one who did that. So it is not a part of media. It is the speech I gave there. I stumbled out so much as I can that no one will ever do. So that was also one of the things that was traumatizing me every day. That's one more added saddest part. But one more thing I learned in CTC after my speech was that I don't know how many of them know a person there called PM Arunai. So he came me and told, so Ganesh, you are not a chocolate. You are not a chocolate because you can't make everyone happy, right? So just deliver what you get. So just give the taste what you have. Then people taste it as because Toastmasters enough. Of course, I consider the feedback for right. So let people do that. So that's what I was also trying to share this evening. So hope I did my justice. Thank you.
So once you're done with your speech, please wait on stage for me to come back on stage. Please shake hands, and then that's just the protocol of the meeting. Thank you so much for sharing your status experience with you, and I'm glad that you have a good SGPA. Do you have any further volunteers? Right there. What was your favorite meal there? Today's Shreya shares. We come to good evening. I'm Shreya Sachkin. This is my first day in Toastmasters Club. So, my favorite meal of the year was something that I cooked by myself, which was the rum balls. So, it might sound bad, the rum balls, but it is something that is supposed to be made for the Christmas. But then, surprisingly, I made it for Onam. So this has a very shabby experience because I have a younger sibling. She cooks well, and she also had a YouTube channel which was stopped by herself because of the comments that come to her by her own friends and her sister. So I initiated, and I thought, why not help her cook something? And then it was the beginning and the end, which was the rum balls. So what I did is that I added chocolate, which was dark chocolate. I'm kind of conscious. I also am guilty about not having much of sugar. So I added dark chocolate. Now it turned out that the actual sugar that was supposed to be added was salt. And then the added salt was in so much of extreme quantity that my mother had students. So that was one of the best and the worst meals. I mean, obviously, life is all about sarcasm, right? So I think in this year, this rum balls is one of the best meals I've ever. Thank you for sharing that experience with us. I think that is very entertaining, and it's a nice way of looking at it, right? The best thing is the worst thing, the worst thing is the best. Right. What is your favorite class you attended in last year? Last year schools. Yes. Even though what school is it? Just in 2024.
So If I had to be a good student in the CGPA major, I would say the semiconductor class. But if I had to be more honest, I would say that yoga induction program that we had on Mr. Shivkumar. We had every sort of nonsense going on. So it's a hold your horses. Like we ain't going anywhere with your impatient habit. Moreover, no offense, but that was such a wonderful experience for us in terms of having good control over our emotions and not letting our intrusive thoughts in. And another important incident which I would like to share is that the Toastmasters meetings I'm running right. So that's another favorite session of mine. So I leave you with this thought. Why don't scientists trust atoms? I'm expecting an answer actually. Why do scientists trust atoms?
Seems invisible. Never stable.
Shall I repeat the answer? Because they make up everything just like my speech today.
Thank you, Vishwa, for such a wonderful speech. There's a very nice improv joke anyway at the end. And I mean, you learned the best. Yoga is all about impulse control. So good job. Next guest. Next up. Who would like to speak? Everybody is like looking away, like, who would like to speak? Everyone's like, oh no, not me. Would I Toastmasters for a try? Why are you looking at Toastmasters? Wait, yeah. What's the random fact you learned that you have in yourself? So I have always been an avid fan of animals. Now, when I was younger, there used to be this field right outside my home, which had goats in it. And they used to bring in the occasional horse, the occasional elephant, which I have no idea where they brought it from, considering we live in a very urban area. So imagine being surrounded by apartments, and then randomly, in the middle of the ground, there is an elephant. So one thing I did not know was that a majority of the animals, just horses and elephants, keep standing up. I was not aware. I had always thought of myself as an idiosyncratic individual. I had my own unique thoughts, my own unique dreams, and similarly, I thought of myself as brave. So one day, I decided, yes, I should go and stand near the horse. Now, one thing I did not know was that there usually was a carnival that was held around the time because we had a temple near our home. And because of that, they would bring in the occasional horse, occasional elephant, all decked up with ornaments and all sorts of decorated things. Now, I went near the horse, not knowing that it was sleeping, and proceeded to almost touch it. One thing you have to realize whenever you touch an animal is that whether or not they are awake plays a big part into you touching the animal. Off I went, touched the horse. Again, not knowing that it was asleep. The very next thing I hear is the owner of the horse coming running. I'm pretty sure he was running faster than the same boy. This person is running and is going, screaming at the top of his lungs, saying, "Don't touch the animal, don't go near it." I was very much deaf at that moment. Off I went, touched the horse, almost proceeded to get pampered because the horse had started away and I barely made it out alive. So yes, I think the fun fact that I know now is that oftentimes animals which we think not sleep standing up. Thank you. Thank you, Rashna. I think a lot of the table topics that Toastmasters have answered involve animals. And I don't know whether you are brave or just plain stupid, but I am glad that you are alive and here with us today. Okay, next guest. What is the best thing? Learning this changed my life. What would that be? This question reminds me that 2024 Indeed was a quite a roller coaster because there were many ups and more than ups, there were many downs for me. Academically and even though so one thing that I understood is don't let everything that you get in your mind out. Like, whatever, it's not mandatory to tell everything that is running in your mind to people around you. You don't know how it will be taken or interpreted, or I don't know how to express it that. And just keep your intrusive thoughts within you because I've had many lessons where I let my intrusive thoughts win and I had a problem. So one thing that I would like to add, please don't take it as a boomer, but please don't let all the things that run through your mind out. Thank you. Thank you for that. Very valuable advice. Do not let your thought, do not let the thought because you don't know how the other person is going to interpret it. You might have meant something in a certain way, and that might be interpreted some way else. So, you have another one. Right. Trying to dodge away in it. Round it up. What is a purchase you made in 2024 that you heavily regret?
I regret.
I think I have
Hello. Good evening, guys. The product I purchased from Amazon, that was it was a laser actually. It had many colors and produced many patterns. So I felt like it is giving something to me. Like it's not available on market. So I decided to trying that and playing it. But after getting that, after having some initial play like this, finally I felt that regret. Like just my money got wasted. It have any practical use. I can just point out to my sky and just like play around it like that. So it was not that much useful and I regret like that. It's like
for sharing that purchase with us. I think I would completely enjoy that. I mean, the other day, one of my classmates had a similar laser that produced many patterns. And I think if you were to hand that over to me, I would probably forget that the world exists and continue playing with it happily. Yeah. Right. What is something you did for yourself in 2024 that you were great?
Actually, after we got over, I felt like I did not do my exams well. And recently, we have CAR department also. There we have soft skills, and it was an activity that we have to make a video telling one of the most disappointing experience that we had. So I made like I realized that I felt very bad. I felt very bad about the thinking about the exams and I cried so much. So I realized that I should forget about the past and move on. So I made a video on that and I realized like I should come out of the situation and practice myself to improve on my skills rather than thinking about the past and worrying. So it was
Sharing that with us. I think that is something that I have yet to learn. Letting go of the past and moving on, looking forward, working hard for the future. Do you have any other volunteers? Just from that. So I somehow have this question that fits you perfectly. But I can't do that. If you had to make a sandwich of the year, what would you put in?
That's a very good question. Okay. How many of you are on Instagram, by the way? Okay, a lot, many of you. I think many of you have seen these reels where they make chocolate Maggie and things like that, which we can't even. I mean, the best thing to do is while you watch those reels, you should not. So, since you guys are not eating right now, let me tell you my recipe of sandwich. Take a piece of bread, no, two breads. Use our toasting machine to toast the bread. And then what you do is, what you do? Wait, I'm thinking right now. What is the best combination? Okay. You know what? Let's add some sambar in the bread. Wait, it's not over yet. That's only the first layer. Okay. On top of it, let's put two cheese. Okay. And then later, we can put some spinach leaves on top of it. The spinach is not really, it is cooked properly and then it is turned into a curry and then it is spread on with it. Am I making one of those reels? Sorry. So let me finish this and let me go. And on top of that, what can we put? Any peanut butter? No, that's something that we usually put on bread. On top of all of this, Fanta. Fanta, yes. We put Fanta, Pepsi, and Coca-Cola, and then we close the bread and we give to each one of the members and guest who's present here. Shall we do that? Why? Okay, I guess everyone, yeah. Yeah, actually, that's the hybrid fish, by the way. But you have to have the sandwich, okay? So, back to the stadium. Let's keep it.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I think that would be an interesting reaction video for sure. I'm scared, Anand. I'm I'm terrified now. We did actually at some point discuss that we should have a toast meeting, actually make toast. I wanted this for so long, but yes, bread toast. But I'm banning that. I'm not even thinking about it. That's not happening at all. Do not interrupt the speaker when they are on stage. As gruesome as the speech is, do we have any further Toastmaster data? Well, what is the best prank that you played this year? And you're not allowed to talk about one that you were a part of. What is the best prank you played this year? I'm going to be talking about Toastmaster Ishita, and I have done this a few times in this club, and I will do it again. So, Toastmaster Ishita was born in the month of February. So, I do not know if it was her 18th or 19th birthday, too. I do not remember. I'm so sorry. But it was a Wednesday evening, and we just finished class, and then we had to attend a meeting for the A1SO club at our college. So this was the past February that we had in 2024. And then he, myself, and Ishita finished the meeting and we walked back to hostel. I kept getting texts the entire time, the entire 20-minute walk from AP3 to AP1 and my 3 at the hostel that time, to keep Ishmita engaged and keep her out of my 3 until 7:30. This was the instruction given to me. And the very stupid being that I am, I did not know how to do this without Ishita being suspected and that we're trying to have something for her birthday. So yes, we walked until Gandhi Bhavanam, and then I saw the children's park. And I said, Ishita, do you want to go to the children's park? And she was Then she thought that was it. I have planned something. She's going to be tortured back in hostel. And then we walked again. We walked to the store, general store, and then there we met Toastmaster Aarti. And then we talked to her for about 15 minutes. And it was time for us to go back to hostel. So I took Toastmaster Ishita up to our hostel room, and I got a text from our friends saying that they will be near the night canteen in Maitrikon. So yes, I told Ishita that hurry up, get changed, let's go downstairs. They're all waiting downstairs for you. And then I also told Ishita, just open your room and then get my phone. My phone's inside. You should just get it, and then we'll go down. And then that is when Ishita opened the door, and then she was out. There were 15 people, all of our friends, and we surprised her for her birthday. And I think that was a good fact that I pulled because the door was locked from outside. I locked it that moment. I forgot to mention that. The door was locked from outside, right? Because I locked the door from outside just 2 minutes before she could enter, and massive surprise that she got. So yeah, that is one of the facts actually. Public targeting me and I'm not appreciating. Toastmaster Ishita is and is very good at getting scams. She is very into the prank and it's a very nice story. Thank you so much for sharing that, Toastmaster Veda. Also, note to guests and future Toastmasters. The timer, once the time is over, folds the red card up like this and stays that way, not waves the card around and declares what, as Toastmaster Ishita has taken the liberty to do. With that, that will be the end of my technical topic session. I hope you all had fun. I'm sorry that I could not give a topic to all of you, but do not fret. Please join us next week, and there'll be more topics, more fun things to come. And I hope that you all, as we near the end of the year, think about the good things, the bad things, the things you can learn from, and toast to a better future. Thank you. Over to the general value for trading. Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni, for the wonderful stable topic session. And now we are moving towards the end of our meeting. Before that, we will have all our evaluations for today. Firstly, I invite Toastmaster Anand, who was Toastmaster Kalyani's individual evaluator.
I'm back with a sandwich. Sorry, before and yes. So, icebreaker speech is one of the very special speech for every Toastmaster because it's the first speech that everyone provides. So, and that experience will never even come out of the memory. Like, you'll never even forget it because be good or bad, you'll never forget it because it's your first speech. And like Toastmaster Kalyani, I'm sure every one of us would have had those embarrassing moments on the stage on our first time. I'm sure. And her speech made us connect with her a lot. At the end of the speech, she told about the power of the choice. People today underestimate the power of the choice. You have a choice to either take down the challenge, take up the challenge, or you can just run away from the challenge. You have both choices. You can take either of them, right? And this is where the power lies. You have to think. You have to think about the consequences, and you have to take a choice because life is nothing but a set of our choices, result of our choice, or sum of our choices. So, Toastmaster Kalyani made a really good thing to speak about the power of choice. So, let me tell you about the good aspects of his speech. So, from my previous evaluation, I got to know that you have to improve your body, the movements. You have to reduce the movement, and then you have to improve eye contact with the audience. So the first thing is you really had a very good eye contact with the audience. I don't think you ever saw a thing about your speech. Maybe here and there you learned, but it was really good. You really improved a lot. That was a really thing. And the second thing is your speech had a very seamless flow. Maybe because of the chronological flow, but people were easily able to connect with me. So that's very important about speech. And third thing is we really had a very good body language. Whenever we said I don't know and things like that, he really has a body language that people could connect with you easily. And moving on to the aspects that you could improve upon. So, yes. One thing that I noticed was you asked sorry when I think it was in your previous adults. I know it's very hard. It's easy to fumble on the stage, I know, but it's all part of it and we do it. But try to not say sorry instead. Because unless you say sorry, you won't even know. I think I'm strong. I evaluated me by saying that. And yes, and the second thing is you reduce the moment a lot, but towards the end you are a bit fidgety. You have to work on that, but really good to see because you reduce the moment a lot. That's it. So to summarize everything, the good aspects, you really include your content, create. And you have to work on movement again. You really include from the last time, you include more. And yes, that's thank you.
Toastmaster Anand, I now call Toastmaster Kalyani. So Toastmaster Swashni, individual evaluating for today. Toastmaster Kalyani.
As I told earlier, I will be evaluating Toastmasters questions LQP2. And first thing, as I was an individual evaluator, I was sad that I could not go to it because I loved it so much. So, how about I say the good parts, very high moments. So, you did a very good job as topic master, as the topics were very fun and encouraging. So, and it was very evident that you actually listened to each and every table topic speaker as your response after each table topic was precise. And for the improvements, you can have told the table topics a bit more louder so that everybody in the room could have heard it. And I know we don't really have much of a high and low tone in table topics, but I need to think on it a little bit more, as I told, say the table topic, you could put a little bit more louder. And as for eye contact, it was fine, but you did not go to that extreme or that extreme. And that's pretty much it. And to summarize, you need to work on your vocabulary. And I would want to mention, as you gave an intro about the daily topics of how it works for the guests, it would have been easier for all the new members. That's a really good job. Let's
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. We will now go on to our tag team reports. Firstly, I call Tyler with a great Toastmaster Vishwa. Toastmaster Veda. So unfortunately, we do have a couple of time disqualifications today. Starting from the project speeches, Toastmaster Kalyani, you took 6 minutes and 11 seconds. For the table topics, Toastmaster Sean, you took 1 minute and 41 seconds. Guest Aditya, you took 1 minute 5 seconds. Guest Ganesh, you took 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Guest Shriya, you took 1 minute 47 seconds. Guest Vishal, 1 minute 17 seconds. Toastmaster Ishita, 2 minutes 6 seconds. Guest Shobana, 55 seconds. Guest Ramdev, 50 seconds. Guest Sandhya, you took 1 minute and 3 seconds. Toastmaster Anand, you took 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Toastmaster Veda, you took 2 minutes and 45 seconds. For the individual evaluations, Toastmaster Anand, you took 3 minutes and 9 seconds. And Toastmaster Kalyani, you took 1 minute and 37 seconds. So for the individual evaluations, we have Toastmaster Kalyani, unfortunately, time disqualified. For the table topics, we have Toastmaster guest Shobana, guest Ramdev, and unfortunately, Toastmaster Veda, I'm disqualified. The only thing I can say as a timer is it's hard to get your points out when you have a timer waving, the timer bars in front of you. Try to structure the speech so that you can get a couple of points out before the brief card goes up so that you can kind of come to a conclusion. Back to the channel. Thank you, Toastmaster Ishita, for that very disappointing report. For time disqualifying me. Yes, that is valid. There's a job of the timer to be on time and disqualify anyone who exceeds time. Next, we move on, and I call upon our counter with the great Toastmaster Harilaya. Then we can go to the power on that. Then this is all the steps. Then the client engagement. Starting with that's with the Toastmaster dynamics. In this picture, this sees us and two souls. Then moving on to topic master slash, there's three us and one me. Is correct. And moving on to Toastmaster column. So I'm also from New second stage. So moving on to the side as small. So moving on to the data topic speakers. Get started with this and then like a refuge so if in your circuits making. And get Shobana with this two us and one like us and one like. First one's a short is just four us and one e. And we want to guess Aditya here use eight us and one like. We want to guess Shreya, we use seven us and four souls. Four souls. Moving on to guess Shrinsha, we use I'm extremely sorry, my phone is sorry. We use one soul. Moving on to Toastmasters Instagram, we have used one well. And moving on to guest Sandhya, we have used two well. And then repetitive usage and also Toastmaster Veda, we have used two souls, and one island. So that is a pretty piece. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Haridaya. Next, I call our American Toastmaster Hasruti. Hi everyone. So first of all, the word of the day was used by Mrs. Roshni. Yeah, good job for that. Grammar was actually pretty good. Yeah. For exceptionally good uses of grammar, Toastmasters are very in high speech confuses the word like speech devices to learn something a bit longer. So that was good. Good job. And then mistakes, quite a few people would start sentences with three words and pause and even using so. So that was a mandatory for it. And there also should be there. Made for the Christmas should be made for Christmas. And every sort of nonsense or writing. Other than that, I think we're going to take good job. Thank you, Toastmaster Harshita. And with that, we have come to an end to our active reports. Now it will be the general evaluators report that is present. So, to begin with, we started at 4. That is fine, quite on time. And then we began with the prepared speech session. And we had a speech by Toastmaster Kalyani. It was a speech that made us all think and go down the lane of nostalgia and made us all think about icebreaker speech. Thank you for that. We then began our table topic session where the table topics master, she gave us a brief introduction about what table topic exactly is. And I think that was helpful to our guests today. We had our guest Aditya. I agree with you when you said that arguably joined this college and all. I think it made me think, and I think I related to that. And the most relatable moment of today's meeting was when guest Ganesh mentioned about how sad his EC books are, and thank you for that. And then we had also guest Shreya. I love the way you carried yourself on stage and the way you spoke. It was very nice. We had guest Shobana. Thank you for the life advice, and it's something that we all take. Thank you. Guest Sandhya, you talked about forgetting the past. And we definitely have to let things go. And especially we have to forget about Sneha. Sneha. I think it's so much. Thank you for that. And we had Toastmaster Anand. You and Toastmaster Nishita too. I think we can add these people to the previous individuals. Thank you for your speech. Yeah. In general, it was a wonderful session and we had wonderful evaluations by Toastmaster Anand and Toastmaster Kalyani. Thank you, tag team, for keeping your reports structured and precise. Thank you for that. And as mentioned by myself in the beginning of the meeting, each meeting is a balance of jokes, criticism. We had innovation today with the sandwiches. We had motivation by Toastmaster Kalyani. And it was a good meeting, and it was a good meeting to end the year with, and lots of takeaways. We had lots of happy and funny moments. Thank you. And now I pass over control to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Shah.
There should be a form circulated. Please feel free to take a moment. One, two, three. In my final meeting as president, after this, I will be handing over control to the Toastmaster walking around. But please let her to that's our next president over there. Foundation. Sitting down because I'm tired. Yes. Basically. Yeah, that's basically about it. Usually we ask feedback. Then no, you want to see feedback? Just raise your hand. If it's bad, we won't take it a hard. So it's usually a bad choices. Start with how are you? Fine. How are you? How are you? You're sick already. Spend time. 1 minute. And you all right. How about you, Max? How about you, Sudha? How are you?
To run. All the way to everyone. Because somebody wanted in class.
Yes, but you are also not in class. Is there anyone who has yet to vote in the forms? Yeah, please. Want to take open to ask something regarding the club, regarding if you want to just ask something, just feel free to ask. Just sitting here doing nothing, so I ask. Any questions? Who all can vote in the elections for president? As long as you're a member, every 6 months we have election. Our next election will be scheduled sometime around June, July. Sorry, June, because the next term starts from January to June, and then after that July to September. So the elections usually 1 month, 1 or 2 months before this one. We had our election at the end of November. So any member of the club is free to attend the election, free to attend and vote in the election. They're free to contest as strong members. Yes.
You have 90 votes. Does anyone else get to vote?
Yes. Anyone else? Are there any term limits? Okay. 6 months. But there are no, you can run for re-election if you want to. The term usually lasts for 6 months. Are there any if you can't run for it? No. That's it. There have been presidents who have done for consecutive years. That's it's like a hundred stars. All right. I've actually got it. It's not even joking. So we have a running joke where we call the past residents grandparents. So it's like we call them grandpa, grandpa, that's how it was actually become. I'll be the past president and the thing. I become past president starting January, and I get the right to be called grandpa. My whole shows me very much. The best individual evaluator goes to Toastmasters Army. The best role player goes to the general evaluator, Toastmasters player. The best auxiliary, the best auxiliary role player goes to the timer, Toastmasters. And the best table topic speaker is guest Ganesh. For attending meeting number 326. With that, I'd like to adjourn this meeting. Thank you all for attending the final meeting of this term of the year 2024. May your 2025 be blessed. May you have good luck, long life, etc. Party of country.